Glenn, I was thinking of a couple of skits from my shows, right? What about someone's uncle, like he's daggy, like, oh, boy, is he daggy. I mean, he's really...
Yeah, sorry, Jace, it's been done. Uncle Arthur?
Uncle Arthur, that's right, I loved him. What about an outback warrior, right, he looks the part, but actually he's quite clueless.
Yeah, again, Jace, sorry, that's again been done. Russell Coit, sorry.
Russell Coit, gee, he was a good character. Okay, I've got it this time. A guy who dresses like he's from the 70s. He's got this bad hairstyle. It's a bit like...
Jace, I'm going to have to stop you. That's Kel Knight from Kath and Kim. Listen, you're going to need something fresh, something exciting. Have a think.
Fresh and exciting. Yeah. I have it. What about an ex-rugby league player, some would say maybe a legend of the game. He's got his own talk show, there's music, there's skits, it's just, everyone's having fun. Can you just see it happening? Like,
you know what? I've been in television a long time. Trust me when I say this, that will never work.
Welcome back to Big J's Place. Well, our next guest used to be a drama teacher before he went into TVs and movies. He's a comedian, he's a writer, he's an actor. He's played some of our favourite characters of all time, like Uncle Arthur and, of course, my favourite, Kel Knight. Please make welcome Glenn Robbins.
Thanks, Jace. Yeah!
Great to have you here, mate. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, mate. Nice to be here.
Well, you know, when I told people that you were coming on, they were just, I can't believe it, he's coming. You've got so many fans. They said, he's so lovable, but he's a lovable dag.
Right. So
have you...
what does that mean to you? No, I'll tell you something. You know, it's right, I've made a career of being daggy, because when I do Kath and Kim, the girls are called in for makeup like 2 hours before, and they have wigs and they have all this stuff done to them to make them look daggy. I'm called in like 15 minutes before. All they do is they sweep my hair across, put some blue tack behind my ears, bang, job done.
Well, look, I'm not sure I agree with those people, because we've got some photos of you. I think you're a hunk. Have a look at these.
Oh, there you go. Look at
that chest.
Look at that. That's
I think there's another
nice.
one here of...
Oh, there's Russell Coit.
Look at those hairy legs.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, that's working. That's working for me.
Now, tell me, the first time I met my father-in-law, I've got to tell you this story, because I said to him, you look like Kel Knight, and he stuck his chest up and he said...
He was impressed, was he?
He was impressed. And I got a photo of him. I'd love your opinion, because he denies it till this day, but have a look at this. What do you think?
Now, have you actually mocked that up? Is that actually... Is that... You've made that up?
No, that's him. That's actually him.
Does he get around in clothes like that? Seriously? Oh, look at that. Well, there you go. Oh, I see, you did.
That's pretty
close.
close.
Bit of trick photography there. Good work. No, what's his name?
Bruce Ford, or Bruiser.
Bruiser.
Yeah, great bloke, great bloke. Now, I want to talk a bit about your career, because it's 25 years in the TV industry. You've been one of our most successful writers, comedians, actors, because I loved Lantana, Boytown, all that stuff.
Thank you.
But you started on Prisoner.
I did, yes. One of the first things I did was on Prisoner. I wasn't working much at the time, and I had just had some dental work done. And I was getting some orthodontics done, and I had like a bridge across the top of my mouth. And they said, "You've got a part in Prisoner if you want it." And I didn't want to lose the job, so I took the job. But I couldn't talk properly. Now, and if you go back, you'll see me going, "Okay, put the gun down." Step back from the... Because I just couldn't talk, and they're going, "Are you right? Damn fine, no worries at all. Straight, that's all my life."
Did they think it was part of the character?
Yeah, actually.
You brought it, yeah. Were you younger? Did you see a comedian, and did you see something on TV and you said, "That's what I want to do"?
My mother took me to see Barry Humphries when I was about 10, and I always wanted to do, character-based performance, and so it sort of naturally followed from that. And and I got to work with. He came on Kath and Kim, and I got to work with him, and he's a huge fan of the show, so that was a real thrill.
That must be real, humbling for you to one of your heroes to come and...
Yeah, it's fantastic, especially with a show like that. We have a lot of people who are big fans. We had the guys from Little Britain. We had Barry Humphries. We had what's his name from Can't think of his
Ricky
name.
Gervais?
Yeah, the Academy Award winner, Australian.
Russell Crowe?
No, Jeffrey Rush. Jeffrey Rush.
Jeffrey Rush.
He came on and he was standing in the hallway because we were about to do a scene together, and he was dressed as Kel. And he wanted me to check that, he's an Academy Award winner, wanted me to check that, he looked, good enough to go on screen with Kel. And I've gone, just pull the pants a little bit higher. And and we went out the front and I taught him how to power walk with Kel.
Now, you've done your stand-up, as you said. Have you ever bombed on stage?
Yeah, the worst, I reckon, was when I did the Ray Martin show. And I swear, it was a busload of elderly citizens, and I did my first 3 jokes, got nothing, and I looked out to the audience and 4 of them were asleep. Or they may have been dead, I'm not sure. So that was the worst experience I've ever had, I think.
Now, you've got a stand-up gig with Mick Malloy, is that right?
Yeah, we're doing some shows all around the country, and we're doing in December. We're doing 2 weeks at the Powerhouse in Brisbane. So if you're in Brisbane, you want to come along. It's a great night. I'm hosting the show. Jeff Stilson, fantastic American comedian, very funny, and of course the hilarious Mick Malloy. And we do a 3-hander, Robbins, Stilson, Malloy. As I said, I host it. Those guys do spots, and at the end we do like a 3-hand Q&A thing with the audience. So people get to ask us anything about our careers, and you hear the stories of behind the scenes. So it's a great night.
Oh, fantastic. Glenn, I've loved having you on. Can you stick around?
Oh, I'd love to. Fantastic. You're doing a great job, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much.
Is this the first show?
This is the first show.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
We started with the best. So,
yeah, beautiful stuff.
Well, we actually asked Russell Crowe to come on, but apart from him, you were the best.
Yeah, the second best.
Everybody, Glenn Robbins.
Thanks, Joe.
There's plenty more coming up. You're watching Big J's Place.